2, 3. Hi, and welcome to EEMusicLIVE. This tutorial will be covering the chords used in my tutorial for I Wanna Hold Your Hand by the Beatles. We're going to start with the intro chords, which are really very easy chords to start with. They're just using 2 notes. We're going to start with a C3, like that. We're going to do a C3 by putting the 2nd finger on the 3rd fret on the A string. The 1st finger is going to go to the D string at the 2nd fret. Just like that. Okay, now the next chord is simply an open D and open G. And that's a D4 chord. The next chord, we simply go to the open D string and put the 1st finger on the 2nd fret on the G string. And they're played like this. That's going to be our beginning or our intro chords. Okay, the next chord is a D6. D5 is here. D6 is here. I've got my 3rd finger on the 4th fret on the G string at a B note, and we're just strumming both strings, strumming the D string and the G string. We'll be working it that way. So that's your D6. Now we're going to get into the verse chords. We'll be using a G5, which is like this. That's just a 5th chord. 1st finger goes to a G note. The ring finger and pinky go to the 5th fret on the A and the D string, and we're going to be strumming those chords like that, avoiding the high strings. That's our G5. We're going to be moving that up to a D5 right here. Now we just went to the A string to get a D, and then we made a 5th there. That's at the 5th fret. D5 at the 5th fret. We're going to come back to a C5 at the 3rd fret. Okay, very easy, just moving 5ths around. And then finally, near the end of the song, we'll be using a B5, and that's going to be at the 2nd fret, or 5th, or 2nd position. Alright, now the next chord will be a little bit more difficult. We're going to have to do a B7 chord. We're going to go up to the 7th fret, and this is the chord we're going to need. Right there. Okay, we're going to bar everything there. Just try to hold everything down. You're going to put your 2nd finger on the G string at the 8th fret, and then you're going to put your ring finger on the A string at the 9th fret. That's your B7 chord. Okay? Our next chord, which is going to be used in the bridge, is going to be a D minor 7 chord, and it's going to be formed the same way we just did that chord, except we're going to move it down the neck to the 5th fret and then move it down by a couple of strings. Right? Right, now that's a D minor 7. D minor 7. And when I touch you. Alright, so what we're doing there is a D minor 7, and that's barring across there, barring the 5th fret. 2nd finger or middle finger is on the B string at the 6th fret, and the ring finger is at the 7th fret on the D string. And we're strumming that from the A string, like that. Okay? That's our D minor 7. We're going to use that same form to go to the next chord to do a G7. Back up. The same way we did the B7 when we were up at the 7th fret, we're going to do the same thing down here at the 3rd fret for a G7. Barring it at the 3rd fret, we've got our middle finger on the G string at the 4th fret, ring finger on the 5th fret on the A string, and we're strumming that from the low E string. That's our G7. Alright, our next chord is a C major 7, which is going to be easy. We're going to use these fingers, 2nd and 3rd finger, or middle finger and ring finger, and we're going to play as if we're playing a C chord, but we're going to leave out the 1st finger. We're not going to use that 1st finger. We're just going to play it like that. That's a C major 7, and it's safe to hit all the strings if you want to. Makes it a little cleaner if you leave out the low E. That's a C major 7. I have my ring finger on the 3rd fret on the A string, and I have my middle finger on the D string at the 2nd fret, and everything else is over. Okay, we're also going to need a textbook C chord, just like that. Regular C. I just put my finger in down here on the C note on the 1st fret, and I've got my regular C. The next chord we're going to need is an A minor 7. All we have to do to get to A minor 7 is take out the ring finger, and there's our A minor 7. Strum that from the A string. A minor 7. Alright, that pretty much completes our chord list for this song. That is all the chords you're going to need to learn to play I Want to Hold Your Hand. Thanks for watching this video. You can now go back to I Want to Hold Your Hand Part 1, the tutorial, and learn the song.